So today we are on Bus Confessions on FanBus with the one and only Victoria. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You look beautiful as always. You're welcome. So you've been on the bus before.
Yeah, a couple different times.
We've had some fun on here.
Yeah.
Your name is signed up on the roof, right?
Yeah.
Where is it at?
Somewhere. I don't remember. It's been a little minute.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
You got to come back on the FanBus. For sure. So we want to get to know a little bit about Victoria today. What was Victoria like when she was younger?
Oh
like, where did this all start?
Oh my gosh. When I was younger, I was like, oh gosh, I was big. I was a big, oh girl, I was chunky when I was young. I got no guys. I got like no attention. Nobody wanted to love up on me. So, you know, once I started like posting my body like on the internet, like when I started doing Instagram, like I wasn't doing OF, I was just doing like I was working with Fashion Nova and doing like sponsorships. And it was crazy how much love I got. And I was like, you know, I was always insecure. I was always like a little thicker, you know, my cellulite and my thighs, and I was always like insecure. And then when I started, you know, posting myself on the internet, like posting just Fashion Nova, nothing too sexy, like the amount of love I received and how many men were like really generally just like liked my body, it was like so crazy. I didn't even know that people were like, you know, like gonna, because I never really had that attention. So then I was like, wow, like men really like my body, like this is crazy. So then, you know, once I realized that, I was like, hold on.
For sure,
Let me make a premium Snapchat. I started with the premium Snapchat, and then I started doing Onlyfans, and it's been crazy ever since.
So when you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh my god, I never knew. I was in, I dropped out of college. I was in college. I was going for business and finance. That was my major. And I just started making so much money when I was in school. So I was like, fuck, like this is hard. I didn't know if I was like, I should just finish, get my degree. But I started making so much money, and OnlyFans was such like a job where it's like, you know, you have to be consistent. And
For sure.
And like school was so much at the time, like, and I just decided to like hold off on school and just like further my OnlyFans career.
If you went to school, what would you have gone for?
You know, my major was in business and finance, but I never really had like a set like occupation that I wanted. I just was kind of like, you know, let me get my degree and then maybe I'll like look into some options. But something along with like, you know, finance, like I always liked to, you know, do math and work with numbers.
For sure. So you haven't always lived in Miami, right?
No, yeah, I moved here a year ago. I used to live like King of Prussia, Philly area, and I lived there for a while. I went to school in Westchester. I went to Westchester University, and yeah, it was so different than moving here. It was like completely different, but I honestly feel like, you know, maybe that's why I was able to be so successful, because I was just this girl living in King of Prussia, literally making videos at my mom's house.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
full on sex tapes in my mom's house. And that's when I was like, okay, I cannot film at my mom's house anymore. Like my mom was traumatized. I'm traumatized. My stepdad was like, this bed needs to be thrown away.
Oh my gosh.
My stepdad doesn't even go into the room anymore. Like he's like, all right, traumatized. Because it's so funny, the way they found out was through my Twitter. My stepdad found my OnlyFans through my Twitter, and my Twitter name used to be, oh gosh,
what was
Mom,
it?
if you're watching this, I'm so sorry.
What was it?
Oh gosh, what was it? Okay, let me, oh my gosh, I don't know, it's like slipping through my mind. What is it?
Was it something like crazy sexual?
Yeah, it was. I think it was like the something like the cream pie, something with like cream pie goat or something crazy. It was cum slut. It was cum slut. That was it. It was a cum slut. My stepdad's like, sweetie, is this you?
How did he even find that if it wasn't your name?
I don't know. You know, I think someone.
What was he
sent it to
looking
him.
up? Yeah.
Listen. Is there something he needs to tell me?
Right.
Watching, but no, it was so funny. He's like, is this you, sweetie? And I'm like, yes.
Oh
It's
my
me.
gosh.
It is I, the cum slut. And ever since then, it's just kind of been like a little awkward. You know, he's kind of like accepted it now. And, you know, the money's so good. You know, and I started, you know, so he really can't say shit now. Like, you know, I help my mom so much and I help them. So it's like they can't really say shit now because the money's so good. Like one time my bank statement or like my taxes came to my mom's house by accident, and my stepdad almost fainted when he saw how much money I made. He was like, this is what I make. What you make in a month is what I make in a year. So he was like, all kudos to you, but he's still a little traumatized, you know, but it is what it is.
So they're supportive now of it.
I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily supportive, but I mean, they're not gonna, like, my mom is like, you know, just kind of like, I always, you know, if I was your age and I would get my money too. So, you know, but she doesn't want me to do it forever, you know.
Right.
But
No, for sure. I mean, I think that that's like, it's always nice to have people in your corner, and when you can take care of your family, you know, and you seem like you're a very like family oriented person. You're really close with your little sister too, right?
Yeah, I'm very family oriented. I love my family, you know, and that's one of the like the blessings about doing OnlyFans is kind of like I get to, you know, as much as it is kind of like people are like, oh, aren't you embarrassed? Aren't you ashamed? And I'm like, you know, in some ways maybe people can look at it and like, but no, I have no shame. I'm not hurting anybody.
Right.
You know, I'm not stealing from nobody. I'm not robbing from anyone. I'm not doing anything illegal. And I'm just, you know, making some men happy. And there's nothing wrong with that. And if I get to bless my family, you know, at the end of the day, I know I'm a good person. I have a good heart. So it's like, I don't look at myself as like this hoe or this whore. You know, some people like have like a negative outlook on OnlyFans.
For sure.
But I just feel like, you know, I genuinely enjoy doing that on camera. And I mean, like, why not make some money from it, you know? Shit, if I'm gonna do it for a bag. Okay? Yeah. Ain't shit free, sweetie.
At all. So, what would you say the difference of living in Philly versus Miami is?
Oh my gosh, it's such a big difference. It's like it's such like two different environments. Like I feel like when I lived in King of Prussia, it was more like I was more of a homebody. I was still, you know, I was in a relationship, a little toxic, still cheating here and there. But Miami was a different level. But I actually have a funny story. When I used to live in Philly, I used to go up to New York a lot. So. And it was so funny because me and my ex had like the worst relationship. Like we stayed together, so we were making so much money, and we stayed together, but it was so toxic. And what's funny is that on his birthday, it was his birthday, and it was the day before his birthday. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna turn up. My homegirl hit me up, and she was like, you want to come out to this NBA party? And I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna go. Drove to New York. All I'm gonna say is he used to play for the Knicks, but he changed now. He's played for the Knicks. And actually, no. I think he played for Brooklyn. What's that Brooklyn team? Do you know Brooklyn? What is it? Brooklyn's? Is the Knicks? It is the Knicks.
The Nets?
Oh, Brooklyn Nets. I'm sorry, the Brooklyn Nets. My bad. Sorry, y'all. We get it together. And he played for the Brooklyn Nets, but I think they traded him now. And girl, long story short, I turned my phone off and
toxic.
Had a threesome with this NBA player and my other homegirl, and I woke up the next day like 2-3 o'clock, and my mom was calling me. He called my mama. My mama was like, "Where you at? Oh, where are you?" And I was like, "Listen." But yeah, Miami is very different. Miami's kind of toxic. So I feel like King of Prussia, I feel like I got more work done. I was more motivated because there wasn't a lot of girls that I could collab with, and that's why I originally moved to Miami, because there were so many girls living here. And it was hard to collab with girls. Like I was always coming to Miami, I was always traveling, but I feel like I was definitely more productive. I feel like in Miami it's a little harder to be productive sometimes. It's so tempting.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, do you think that you would be as successful if you still lived in Philly versus Miami, since you do have so many contacts over here and networking and, you know, things like that?
You know, I think so, just because my fan base is so loyal. Like, I have the best fan base ever, and like even to this day I'm able to just make, you know, a 6-figure income. So it's just like every month. So it's just like I'm so blessed to have that fan base, and you know, to be able to, even though it's like maybe I slow down on sometimes, you know, some months I'm like, oh, I'm not making as much content, you know, us girls, sometimes we'll be going through things too, we humans.
Right.
So, you know, some months I may not make as much content, or I may not, you know, post as much. I mean, so even like my fans are still so loyal. So I'm so blessed, and I feel like, you know, I always get insecure about my body, and sometimes I have to be reminded. Like people tell me, like, girl, you know, not everyone looks like you. So that's why, you know, maybe that's why like my fans really fuck with me, because like not a lot of girls like look like me. So maybe like, you know, the more like kind of like natural, not as like fake body type, like cellulite vibe. So you know, guys really like that, and my fans are the best. So I'm so blessed.
Also, going back to what you said earlier about how you would, you know, you were insecure at first and you would post pictures and then you got really good feedback. Do you think that you'd be like an inspiration for girls who necessarily don't feel like their body fits in with the standard body type?
Oh yeah, like so many girls have reached out to me and like, you know, thank you. Like you helped me like really love myself and be more confident. And like girls was like, how are you so confident? Like even when I do little interviews, they're like, I need your confidence. How do you? And I'm just like, you know what? Like I feel like mostly nowadays with social media, we do is look at other people and we look at other people's lives and we look at other girls and like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. And it's just like, we can't like get into that because like everything on social media is fake and it's such a facade. And these girls really be face apping.
They do.
Sip my tea, but these girls really be face apping. So it's like, you know, it's like just don't compare yourself. That's what I always tell girls, like don't like literally comparison is like the devil. It's like the worst thing. It's like, so I just try to always be like, you know, I'm my own person, I'm me, and people still fuck with me, and a little thicker now, but it's all good.
Well, we love the thickness over here, especially on the FanBus.
Okay.
So when you started getting so much good feedback from the pictures you would post, is that when you were saying to yourself, like, I should start an OnlyFans? Like, did you start before Corona? A lot of girls started during the pandemic in 2020.
You know, it's so funny. I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese.
Really?
I swear. I used to put the Chucky suit on and dance
No
in front of
way.
kids. I swear. And after that, I was like, okay, I can't work at Chuck E. Cheese. So then I got a job in, I work at like a secondhand designer, like consignment store. Sat on floor, kind of like Plato's Closet. I don't know if you ever heard of Plato's Closet.
Yeah.
And I used to like see all these bags and be like, oh my gosh, I wish one day I could like make enough money to buy one of these, you know, because I'm like, this is so nice, like all these, I didn't even know what like designer like was. So I was like looking at all these bags and I'm like, this is so crazy, maybe one day. And then, you know, I stopped working because I wanted to focus on school, but I always had like side hustles. Like I always used to like do other things to make money. So like even before I made a premium Snapchat, I would like sell nudes to like guys that would DM me, and it was so crazy because I feel like guys back then, because I didn't have an OnlyFans, would send me so much money. So I was making so much money off of like literally men from Saudi. Like I had this one guy from Saudi, and he would just send me so much money for like pictures, and I'm like, this is crazy. Imagine how much I could be making if multiple men could send me money, you know? So then that's how I kind of got into the idea of premium Snapchat. And Fashion Nova wasn't paying me shit. They were just giving me free clothes.
Right.
So I was like, this is not really going anywhere. Like, you know, and they didn't want to pay me. So I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to make my own bag if I'm going to be, you know, posting on social media like this. So that's how I got into the premium Snapchat. And then I decided to make an OnlyFans, but I was still living at my mom's house. So I was filming in my mom's house. And I feel like that's also why I probably was able to make so much money, because it was so raw. Like my content was so much more raw, and I really was filming at my mom's house. Like in my captions, I would literally write like, squirting in my room, I had to be quiet because I didn't want my mom to hear me, which was so serious.
Right.
Like I would literally go in the bathroom when like and turn the shower on so no one could hear me, and masturbate on camera and send nudes. So like I would just be like, fuck, like this is like the rush, and it was like so real and so raw. So I feel like, you know, even making boy girl content in my mom's house too, like, and I'm sorry mom if you see this, but I feel like that's why people, you know, really like, you know, were like, damn, this is like some real deal shit. Like it's so raw, and like, you know, like I had this is before I got LASIK, so I had my glasses, you know, I didn't have my boobs done, so it was like all girl, raw, uncut, and they love that shit. So
wow,
crazy.
A lot of people use those like captions and stuff, I feel like, for clickbait, but you were really doing it.
Girl, I was really in my motherfucking bedroom in my mama's house on the floor, squirting all over the floor, put a towel down, make sure I played music kind of low, or I would turn the shower on so like they wouldn't hear me.
That's like the OG move.
Girl, or I would wait till they weren't home, but like I would always be scared because my stepdad had like a Ring camera, so I'm just like, damn, if this guy comes over and we fuck him, like he's gonna see the guy at the camera, and like I just feel like they knew low key too, so they were always like kind of opening their eyes. They're like, how's she? Because when I first started making money, the first thing I bought myself, I think was. What did I buy myself? I think of my car, my Range Rover. I had a Range Rover, and they were like, how did you pay for this? Like, they were like, girl, this is not making sense.
How old were you when you bought that?
I think like 19, 20.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm 23 now. So it was crazy. But I still do like crazy shit, but like not in my mama's house.
Right.
Now in more public places. But it still gets crazy, girl.
So speaking of doing crazy shit on OnlyFans, what would you say the craziest thing that you've ever done on camera is?
I've done so many crazy videos, but the one that almost got me arrested was I went with my boo at the time, and we went into a Bloomingdale's bathroom, and it's like closed, like you can't really see, so it's kind of closed, but we filmed a whole fucking video in there, and the lady was like waiting for us outside, but like she couldn't really say that we were doing anything because like it's not like they could see it, so I mean, what could she say? But girl, we almost got arrested that day, but that video sold like freaking hotcakes, girl.
That's crazy.
In the Bloomingdale's bathroom.
Were you nervous?
No, you know, I don't get really nervous. I feel like it's easier for me, but like the men usually get more nervous because they're like, oh my gosh, so they have to get their dick hard.
For sure.
So it's a little bit harder. But for me, shit, girl, you can fuck me wherever, whenever. I'm ready, boo. 24 hours. What's good?
Oh, where do you think you're going to go next? Do you have any plans of like the next crazy video? Like you were just at Bloomingdale's and now we're going to go to... Would you ever make a video? Well, I guess I shouldn't say that.
Well, just recently I stayed at the Post Oak in Houston, which is like, it's like a really like 5-star hotel, and we did like, me, my homegirl, and my boo, we did a threesome video in the bathroom.
Oh wow.
And it was such a strict hotel. Like I would come downstairs in an outfit, like, and they would be like, no, sorry, you gotta go change. Like they were so strict, and I was like, okay, fuck you, y'all want to be strict, I'm a fuck in y'all bathroom. And we literally made a video in the Post Oak bathroom. 5-star hotel, like crazy, like you would like, you know, upper echelon people, like crazy shit. I'm like, oh, we're gonna bring the ratchetness up in here, boo.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you did that, just that.
Mm-hmm.
So what like video do you think has sold the most? Was it the Bloomingdale's video?
Okay, I did you know, I was in a relationship, so I don't really do too much other BG content, but when I was single for a minute, when I moved to Miami, I went ham, girl, and I did my first ever boy-girl scene with a white guy, and that video is my best-selling video.
Wow.
Yeah, one white guy, that's it. I've only filmed with one white guy, and that video is my best-selling video.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Usually it's the other way around for girls.
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe they were just so used to me fucking, like, you know, BBC, because I was in a relationship, and my current partner is, you know, he's also African American, so they're just so used to that. So the one time that they were in shock, they went like, oh my gosh, girl, they lost their mind. They were like, this is crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really, he had a big, too.
He did?
Yes, girl. That's probably why it was like a monster white. Like, that shit was huge.
Would you ever hit him back up? Did you, like, enjoy it, or was it just for the video?
Maybe if, like, you know, I'm in need. But, you know, I like toxic men. Like, I want you to, like, I don't know. He wasn't freaky enough for me. I want you to, like, eat my ass. I want to peck you. Like, I want to do all that. And I don't think he was about that life, so.
Yeah. So, how much money would you say that you've made off of OnlyFans?
I haven't checked, but I think I want to say like about $4 million. Yes, girl, crazy. It's such a blessing for real.
Such a blessing.
Yeah.
Really good things honestly come out of working hard no matter what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And being consistent. They love consistency.
For sure.
Always
New content.
Yeah. Yeah, always like, and it sucks because like, you know, sometimes it's like, you know, they always want more and more and more, but it's like, I'm just like, I don't know. But maybe one day I'll do like 2 guys at a time. I've been thinking about it.
That would probably be your best-selling video.
Oh, for sure. They would love that. They ask me every day.
So, some of your Instagram content has gone, like, super viral. You've gone through, like, a lot of Instagrams, right?
Yes. Yeah, girl. I'm always getting deleted. But what's so crazy is, like, even though I get deleted all the time, like, when I build a new Instagram, it builds so fast. It's, like, crazy. I'm just like, this is insane. Like, my fans are so loyal. They're, like, they'll go to, like, the ends of the earth.
To find you.
Yeah, and it's, like, such a blessing. And like, you know what, like I feel like I have so many other social platforms. You know, I have a Twitter, and like I'm on TikTok, so it's like they always find me somehow. But like, yeah, Instagram needs to get it. Instagram, y'all need to get it together. Mark Zuckerberg, you need to get it together. This is not okay.
For
like,
sure.
Like the fact that it's 2022 and we have all this technology, aliens are here, aliens are real, and y'all can't go ask the motherfucking aliens how to A, reduce cellulite, and B, have fucking Facebook not just delete your shit in Instagram. Like, come on now.
Yeah. So speaking of Instagrams getting deleted, did you see that Instagram deleted Pornhub's Instagram account?
Yes, that is crazy to me. Like, honestly, that is crazy. But I mean, I think it was also because I was reading an article about it, and I think like Visa, they don't accept like Visa. Now Pornhub doesn't accept like, Visa and MasterCard, and like they don't accept those, which I think is crazy. But I mean, that's just like, I guess, you know, whoever, like people can use Bitcoin now, so I mean, I guess that's okay. But it's just crazy to me, like how? But then you see like Kim Kardashian posting with her ass out, but it's okay,
right?
Because she's a model and she's a celebrity. But when people are doing it to like, you know, pay their rent and support their business, support their families, it's like they shun it, and which is crazy to me. I think that, you know, Instagram is supposed to be like a platform where people can really be themselves and
For
people
sure.
can, you know, express themselves. And I feel like just because Pornhub is like, you know, basically like, I don't know, promoting sex, I mean, a lot of influencers and even like Megan Thee Stallion, like certain like celebrities, they promote sex all the time.
And their
like,
music, everything.
You know what I mean? So it's just like in their music and like in their videos and their pictures and and mostly in the music. So it's like, how, you know, it just, I feel like Instagram be picking and choosing. They're
really
like these girls are like sex symbols, and like they allow Playboy to post pictures with these girls naked with their boobs out. So it's like, make it make sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't make sense. So speaking of like trending topics, like Pornhub's Instagram getting deleted, we can talk some about some celebrity vibes. So have you heard the New York rapper Fabio Foreign? Have you heard of him?
Yes.
Have you heard that his baby mom suggests that he might be gay?
I know, I heard that. That was crazy to me. I wonder if she's just saying that so no other bitch want to fuck with him.
Smart.
Which is crazy though, because I know some bitches, they don't give a fuck. Anything for the bag, okay?
Yeah.
Anything for the bag. Gay, not gay, shit.
Right.
What's good? So,
well, apparently.
But I wonder.
Apparently something about his child support, like he backed out on a lot of his child support, and that's when she kind of got, you know, started talking about those things.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if that's what he likes, he can bring my line. What's good? Video Foreign.
Right. Period.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like probably there's a lot of like people and rappers or celebrities who are probably, you know, on the down low about it.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Definitely, girl. They definitely like. I feel like at a point, it's like pussy just doesn't feel the same anymore. They want to know what it's like.
Right.
And some men do it for power too, because these men be sick. So they just want to like, oh, I fucked you in the ass. What's good? Or I made you suck my dick. Now you're my bitch.
Right.
Like,
literally.
Crazy. And even like some of these big, I mean, I've heard so many rumors, but I'd be like, this cannot be real. Like, no way. But, you know, girl, some of this shit really be for real. I'm like, oh, no.
Right.
That's why I'm like, listen. But I don't judge. You like what you like. If you cute, you know.
Period.
Get tested. What's good?
I feel the same, yeah. Exactly. And also, another one that is viral right now is Tekashi 6ix9ine. His girlfriend is banned from contacting him because of a domestic violence incident that actually happened outside of Kiki on the River. Yeah. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the video too.
She like grabbed his chain and he had like bruises.
I wonder what happened. She must have saw something in his phone.
She must have.
Because when I see something in my man's phone, I'd be ready to. Ooh, one of us gonna die.
Yeah.
Like when I see some shit, it's just like you get like rage, and you're just like.
Yeah. And
so I get it.
Guys are really protective of their like jewelry too.
Yeah. Did she broke his chain?
Something about she grabbed it, I think, and it started like a whole
problem.
Yeah, a whole problem.
Crazy.
I feel like crazy stuff always be happening by Kiki on the River too.
Kiki on the River is problematic.
It is. So you recently went viral.
Ooh.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
When you talked about MoneyBagg Yo.
Oh my gosh, yes, girl. I saw you deactivate his Instagram too. I was like,
tell us the tea.
Oh gosh, all I'm gonna say is that I did not lie. People are like, oh, she's capping for clout.
Well, tell us what happened. Retell the story.
Oh no. Listen. Okay. Long story short, this is all I can say is, sis, he's not loyal. But you knew that, and sis wanted the gifts, and I ain't mad. You know, she got the Lambo truck and the Rolls truck and some jewelry. I mean, I ain't mad at it. But, girl, the way he was acting, there was no way that man has ever been loyal a day in his life to anybody. Because, crazy. But, that's all I'm going to say, girl. And the dick was not worth it.
It wasn't?
No, it was not that good. I thought it was going to be some, you know, because them hood men be giving you some good dick, like toxic dick. I'm like, oh, I love some toxic dick. But it was not that good. It was okay.
And you would think, like, you know, he would be given that.
Yeah, maybe because, I don't know, he probably was on, like, some shit, and it was just, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was alright. It was alright.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you still listen to his music?
Yeah, I love him as an artist, but as, like, a genuine person, I don't know about it.
And you saw that they like broke up now.
Girl, I don't even know. I just be like, listen, she knows. And then he was also seen out with some other girl getting his teeth done in Colombia at the airport.
Yeah, so it's always something.
It's always something, girl, these men.
But he's not the first celebrity that you've met, because you met Lil Uzi in Philly, right?
Oh, yeah, when I talked, yeah. But that's another story with Uzi, yeah. I had a funny experience with Uzi, but I never fucked Uzi.
What was your experience with him?
Well, he basically slid in my DMs, and I went to his studio, and I started, it was like a little weird, but I basically started playing my music, and I was with my homegirl, and then as soon as I started playing my music, his homie came up to me and was like, hey, y'all gotta go. And I was just like, what is going on? Like, I was so confused. I'm like, is it maybe like I'm not, like, he thinks I'm a catfish? Or maybe my music choice, like maybe he wanted me to play Uzi and be like a little groupie, but I didn't want to seem like a groupie, so I was like, oh my gosh, okay. But that was my only experience I've had with him.
Did he ever hit you up since?
I don't think so, no.
Is meeting like these rappers in real life, is it what you would expect it to be, or are they like completely different than how they portray themselves?
Girl, completely different than how they portray themselves. It's like, you ever hear that Nicki song? What's that Nicki song? Where, she made that song. What is that song? That Nicki song. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
It's like dreams of fucking one of these little rappers. You
know,
like,
I think so. You're a big Nicki fan too. I know that about you.
I'm a Nicki fan.
You are. You're a Barb.
I'm a Barb.
You are.
But yeah, girl, no, it's not. Like I mean, some girls get excited, and like it's just like it's not what it seems. They're just like.
Yeah.
They're not. They're just corny, and it's so unattractive because they want to fuck every bitch, and they have like literally bitches lined up to fuck them. So it's like so unattractive, and it's just like they be lit all day, so it's not enjoyable. But I mean, some people like the gifts.
Right.
Sometimes get a little
of
toxic
course.
shit.
Well,
I might let you cheat on me for a Maybach.
Period.
Okay.
You said you knew MoneyBagg Yo wasn't loyal. How do you feel about Lil Uzi and JT? Think he's loyal?
I don't know. I sure hope so, because she
I
be
like
crying
them
on her stories for him. I'm like, girl, that dick just better be good.
It better.
I used to be seeing that in the stories when she's like sheds tears. She's like happy tears.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Hold on, sis. Hold on, girl. Who knows? With these men, you could never know. Like, I feel like it's hard for them to be loyal.
Well, you would hope so. They seem like they're really cute.
I have some hope for Uzi.
Me too.
I have some hope for who else? Who else doesn't cheat? I don't know, girl. Maybe fucking.
So hard to even think of one.
What's his name? I don't even know, girl.
We don't even know at this point. We just hope everyone's loyal.
Yeah, Will Smith.
Will Smith. True.
I don't think Will Smith. Motherfucking who else? Barack Obama. I bet you Barack Obama loyal. He ain't cheating on Michelle.
He better not.
You know what he got?
Right. So true. I love that. So, what do we think is next for you? Like, for Victorya, what's next?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. You know, I'm still kind of young. I'm 23, so I feel like I'm still figuring out life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some days, like, even though I make a lot of money, I feel like I'm still, like, figuring out life.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I want to, like, you know, dive into, like, starting another business. You know, maybe I always like clothes and into, like, that industry. I always used to, like, draw clothes when I was younger, so maybe I'll get back into that and, like, find my passion. But I don't know, girl. For now, I'm going to keep fucking and sucking until we figure that shit out.
And you got time.
Yeah.
Have fun, in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, we are on Bus Confessions, as you know. It is time for you
Ooh.
to tell us a confession that you have never told anyone right here on the bus.
I fucked my ex's best friend.
You're lying.
No, I swear.
And you've never told anyone that?
No, I never even told him. And I've argued with him to the wits, but no.
Hmm?
I'm gonna get some emails.
I was just about to say that. You're gonna get some text
emails. Sorry.
Wow, that was a really good one.
Yeah, I'll take that one to the grave.
Yeah, well, hopefully he just doesn't see this.
Yeah, oh, he will, probably.
He will.
Oh, well, cheers.
Cheers. How was it? Was it worth it?
No, I just did it, like, to be like, oh, you want to play? Like Nikki's, listen, I'm a Barb.
Mm-hmm.
Rule number 1 to be a boss-ass bitch. Never let a clown try to play you.
If he play you, rule number 2
is fuck his best friend and make him yes men.
Period. So before we leave, tell us where we can find you.
Okay, y'all. So you can find me on Instagram. It's a little complicated. It's Vicky X like XWO, VICKYX like XWO, WOAHHHH. 4 H's. I know it's so extra. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's
Twitter
right.
is IAmVictorya with 2 A's, and you know Victoria is VICTORYA.
Period.
And that's basically where I'm most active, y'all. So.
And what's your OnlyFans?
Oh,
hello.
I forgot my motherfucking OnlyFans.
Hello.
I'm such a bad.
Hello.
Look at this, y'all. I'm fumbling. Onlyfans.com/VictoriaXO. VICTORYAXO.
Ooh, lots of XOs.
XO.
We need to get you back here XOing on the FanBus soon.
Ooh, I'm finna XO that dick.
Oh, period.